this year, but I mean, it's
Next year?
definitely a possibility for next year.
So is that an April Fool's joke that they said they had another team coming in?
Yes. That was
Well,
Y
the
one.
name of the team made it sound like an April Fool's.
The Y100. Yeah. And you know, actually, people showed up for a press. First of all, here's the thing: when you're looking on Twitter and Facebook, and the only person reporting that is Y100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty safe bet that that's not actually true. I had 7 people
And like
call me
the
before 10
nickname
o'clock.
for the team was like.
The Green Sox.
Yeah.
And then when they said they're building a new stadium on Hutchinson Island with a beer garden and a beach, that probably should, and a new marina. That probably should have given it away.
Has that much money.
Yeah.
Nice move.
Finally, you wised up. In other news, 7 people killed last night in shootings in the historic district.
Well, we got texts from people that saw Will's thing on Facebook about us going Division One.
And when I saw that, I'm like, do people believe this?
Yes. And it's
Well,
like,
Chow
yeah.
was one of them.
Yes, I know. Well,
Will is the
Chow, you just got done playing here. Where's that money coming from to go D1?
and I'm like, I was just at softball, so I'm sure if this was actually coming up.
yeah.
I laughed when I saw it right away. I was like, that's funny.
Did you see ours on mine, the one I did on our front page?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw it in class the next morning. It was like.
April Fools did win. Tigers was leading there for a while, but
Yeah.
Barry Armstrong was going to catch. He's going to Curry. I think he just forgot it was game 2 of a doubleheader and just automatically wrote Curry in.
I look down the hall expecting to see.
Yeah, you're like, somebody's here, right?
Like, apparently no one. No one down the hall. I'm like, okay. They got a class here.
Well, we're close then, aren't you?
Here's the line of stars.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all on television. We'll get my position for game 2.
Five seems to stay right above me. Chad, can we afford a double?
No.
I mean, if I can just put that in the suggestion box. No.
Well, they done their student survey for what they want to see at Armstrong. Just put that right in.
We can even afford to take care of a pool here. Come on.
It's true.
Sewage leaking into the pool here. Oh, really? Yeah, no, part of why they
That's
closed
why
it.
they're
That's part of why they closed it and turned it to first year.
They haven't been able to take care of that pool in a long time.
Yeah.
Everybody doing that.
It wasn't very used. I mean, I think we're gonna have to get our attendance up before we get it done.
I think we might need to be able to afford lights.
Yeah. And that dome and that new tennis court they're supposed to put in
Yeah.
2 years ago. Oh wait, next year, this year.
Yeah, they're breaking ground on it. So
It's over there somewhere.
somewhere in the woods right
They
there.
said this summer.
Oh, this summer?
Yeah.
Are they gonna tear that one down right
Are we
away? Or?
holding them to that?
They're just gonna turn that into a parking lot and then forget about putting the new one up. They're like, sorry, we got a vacant park.
We got one of the top tennis programs in the country, so you'll be alright.
They can play at the park.
We have worn out some championships for that one. Thank you.
Avoid
Tennis.
tennis shots.
Yeah.
We'll treat them worse for it.
That's their tennis team that was out at the park.
We leave it to go to San Diego.
Oh, okay. That's how you guys
They
are.
have to
Welcome back to Pirate Field, here for game number 2 of this Peach Belt Conference doubleheader. Chad Jackson to bring you the action as Armstrong took game number 1 10-5, scoring 5 runs in the 8th inning, and now in game number 2, the Pirates will turn to junior Pete Nagel, who will take the hill for Armstrong. He'll be countered by Montevallo's Landon Smith, as the Pirates now are tied for first place in the Peach Belt Conference standings. Obviously, depending on what happens later today, the Pirates are 14-4 in the league, 25-8 overall. Montevallo 17-16 overall, 9-10 in the Peach Belt. And defensively for the Pirates, behind Nagel, it'll be Barry Aldridge behind the plate, R.J. Dennard at first base, Cody Sherlin at second, Tyler Avera at short, Zach Lance at third, and in the outfield from left to right, Chandler Corley, Will Austin, and Kendrick Thompson.
Starts in the fall. So you'll get 1 year of it. Yes.
Pete Nagel making his 10th start of the season, 3-0 with a 1.78 earned run average. He's thrown 55 and 2/3 innings, given up just 35 hits. He has walked 26 and struck out 71. And he will face, for Montevallo, Dane Hutchison, Matthew Haskins, and Steven Knudsen here in the first inning. Vinny Rodriguez, the DH, bats cleanup. Thomas Brady, the right fielder, bats fifth. Alex Jones, the third baseman, bats sixth. Colton Nussel will play left field here in game number 2. He will bat seventh. Jacob Whiting, the catcher, bats eighth. And Cale Latore, the second baseman, will bat ninth. Dane Hutchison leads things off. 2 for 5 in game 1 with an RBI double. That RBI double tied things up in the 7th inning. Made it a 5-5 game. Armstrong then scored 5 runs in the 8th to win 10-5. Nagel's first pitch is low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch hit in the air down the left field line, but that's curving, and that will hit foul for strike 1. Hutchinson, a sophomore from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Takes a curveball strike from Nagel, and it's now 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch is fisted foul down the left side. Game 1 ran about 3 hours and 10 minutes. First pitch, and this one was at 3:48. As there's a grounder to the first baseman, Dennard. He will step on the bag and retire. Hutchin for the first out of the inning. Now Matthew Haskins will step to the plate. Haskins had a towering home run in game number 1, a solo shot. He also added a single, so he was 2 for 5 in game 1. He fouls off the first pitch for strike 1 from Nagel. Oh, 1 pitch, that's in the dirt for a ball. P. Nagel, the University of Georgia transfer. In his first year with the Pirates, and has pitched very well for Armstrong. As there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 pitch, that's in the dirt, taken for a ball. Nagel's last outing was at North Georgia on Saturday. He threw 6 1/3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, walked 3, struck out 6. That was a game in which the Pirates led 6-1 in the 7th. But North Georgia scored 8 runs in the inning to claim a 9-6 win. And it was also the first game in which Nagel had given up more than 2 earned runs, as that is a strike 3 called. And Haskins didn't believe that the pitch was a strike.
First baseman, number 40, Steven Newton.
So, second out of the inning, Haskins strikes out against Nagel. Nagel ranks in the top 10 in the nation in strikeouts. That is his 72nd strikeout of the year. He leads the Peach Belt Conference in that category, and Steven Knudsen takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Knudsen 0 for 3 in game 1 with a walk. He was also hit by a pitch. Knudsen is second in NCAA Division II in home runs with 17. Swings and misses at the breaking ball from Nagel, and it's 1-1. Colin Cuthrell from UNC Pembroke leads the nation and the Peach Belt with 18 home runs. But Knudsen right on his heels with 17. Big swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch down and away for ball 2. Only one other game scheduled for action right now. Middle Georgia at Young Harris. We get a score, we'll pass that along to you. Rest of the league starts at 5 o'clock or later tonight. Pop-up foul territory off the bat of Knudsen will get out of play and keep the count at 2-2. The 2-2 delivery is high for ball 3. Three-two pitch fouled back to the screen. Nagel from nearby Metter. Played 2 years at the University of Georgia. Went 1-1 at 3.78 ERA as a freshman. Earned SEC All-Academic honors. Big swing and a miss on the high fastball, and Nagel strikes out 2 in the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Falcons. We go to the bottom of the first. Pirates coming to bat. Bottom of the first inning, Armstrong will get its first look at Landon Smith, the starter for the Falcons.
Number 3, Tyler Avra.
Smith is a 6'5" junior from Pell City, Alabama. 1-4 record on the season with 6.14 earned run average, making his 9th start of the year. He's thrown 44 innings. He's given up 55 hits. He has walked 15, struck out 24. Avra shows bunt, but takes the pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1. Avra, Sherlin, and Dennard to face Smith in the first. Barry Aldridge will bat cleanup. J.T. Phillips will bat 5th. Zach Lance will bat 6th. Kendrick Thompson will bat 7th. Chandler Corley 8th, and Will Austin will bat 9th. The 0-2 pitch from Landon Smith is upstairs for ball 1. The 1-2 delivery inside for ball 2. Smith's last outing was against USC Aiken last weekend. Pitched pretty well as Montevallo lost that game 5-3 through 7 1/3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, did not walk a batter, and struck out 1. Swing and a line drive to short. They try to barehand it, but that's going to be an infield single for Avra. And the Pirates have the leadoff runner on.
Out the bat for Armstrong. The second baseman.
For Cody Sherlin, the second baseman.
Cody Sherlin.
Sherlin had a 2-run double in the 8th inning in Game 1. 1 for 4 in that contest. He also reached on an error and walked, scored 2 runs. Runner goes in the first pitch. It's a hit and run, and Sherlin fouls off the pitch that was low for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch is right over the plate for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch hit in the air. Right fielder Thomas Brady will make the catch, and that is out number 1.
Out the bat. The first baseman. Number 32. R.J. Dennard.
And that will bring up R.J. Dennard. Dennard 1 for 5. Hits a grounder to first base. Knudsen will backhand it to the pitcher covering, and they drop the ball, so it's safe at first. That's an error on Montevallo. And the Pirates have 2 on with 1 out for Barry Aldridge.
Off the bat. Catcher. Number 8. Barry Aldridge.
Aldridge getting the start behind the plate in game number 2. The junior from Swainsboro, Georgia, hitting .408, 20 hits and 49 at-bats, 1 home run, 11 runs batted in. He was the hero for the Pirates last Friday at North Georgia when he had a pinch hit RBI double in the 8th in the Pirates' 2-1 win over the Nighthawks. The 1-0 pitch, that is a strike. And it's 1-1. Aldridge, the vice president of the Armstrong Student Athlete Advisory Committee. One ball, one strike. The pitch from Smith, fouled off at the plate. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Smith. Grounded. Nice play by the third baseman, Jones, as he reached up and hit or gloved the high chopper, threw on to first to retire Aldridge. The runners do advance on the play.
Now batting for Armstrong, the designated hitter, number 41, J.T. Phillips.
So that puts runners at second and third with 2 outs for J.T. Phillips. Phillips 1 for 3 in game 1 with an RBI single. First pitch to him is right over the plate for a strike. The junior from Columbus will start tomorrow's game between these two teams. That will be a noon start Eastern time, 11 a.m. for you folks back in Alabama watching our game here today. The 0-1 delivery from Smith is hit up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. Rounding third is Dennard. There's going to be a play at the plate, and Dennard is safe. And we obviously have a situation here as the catcher tried to apply the tag to Dennard. There was a collision at the plate. So we will sort things out here.
He didn't do it. He just running down the baseline. He was in the baseline.
And the two umpires will converse here before we get the decision. The rule is that the base runner cannot run over the catcher if the catcher is in a position to make a play. But when Dennard went to the outside and the catcher followed him, it sort of opens things up because the rule all is about being in the baseline. It's about running over a catcher in the baseline, the defender being in the baseline. Once you exit the baseline, that opens things up. So it'll be interesting to see what the interpretation is here from our home plate umpire, Mark Goldfader, behind the plate. One run we know is definitely in. And the second one, which is Dennard's run, is the one that will obviously be up in the air here. And we're going to get the coaches here for a discussion. And in fact, I'm going to step away and try and find out as well, and I'll bring you exactly what happens once it is decided. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field, and we'll explain exactly what happened to end the bottom of the first inning. It was an RBI single by J.T. Phillips. The play at the plate, they called R.J. Dennard out on the play where he ran into the catcher, Jacob Whiting. And for both teams, there were ejections. R.J. Dennard has been ejected from the game. He is replaced at first base by Brett Madden. Also ejected for the Pirates is Corey Kafka, Game 1 starter, obviously immaterial to the actual Game 2 because he was not going to play. And for Montevallo, number 5, Chad Wagner, was ejected as well. He is not involved in the game right now and obviously will not be for the rest of the day. So Brett Madden is in at first base. Pirates are leading 1-0, and we go to the top of the second inning.
So much for this game moving. I know.
Leading off the top of the second for Montevallo. The designated hitter, number 38, Vinny Rodriguez.
So Vinny Rodriguez will lead off the top of the second inning for Montevallo. Rodriguez in Game 1 for the Falcons. 2 for 4 with an RBI double. Next pitch from Nagel, low for a ball, making it 1-1.
Major
1-1 pitch, that's popped in the air foul. That will get out of play for strike number 2. One-two pitch poked foul again by Rodriguez. The designated hitter who came into the weekend as one of the top hitters for Montevallo. Getting 393 with a team-high 11 doubles. That's now 12 after the double he had in Game 1. 2-2 pitch into left field, and that is a base hit. So Rodriguez has 3 hits in the doubleheader and has the first hit of the game for Montevallo. And that brings up Thomas Brady, the right fielder. Brady. Oh for 3 with a sacrifice fly in Game 1 of our doubleheader. Shows bunt and offers at the pitch. Does not make contact, and it's strike 1. Runner goes in the pitch, throw down to second, is not in time. And it's a strike on the batter, so it's now 0-2. Rodriguez steals the base. Montevallo's had good success on the base paths today. They stole 4 in the first game of the doubleheader. 0-2 pitch outside for ball 1. One-two pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Brady out on strikes. Third strikeout for Nagel. And 1 down in the inning for the third baseman, Alex Jones. Jones 1 for 3 in game 1. Also drew a walk for the Falcons. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Sophomore from Pell City, Alabama, as we told you in game 1, the son of former Major League closer Todd Jones and a former Division II player, as that pitch is in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 Armstrong leads. We're in the top of the second inning. Pirates took game 1 10-5. The 1-1 pitch from Nagel, right over the plate for strike 2. One-two pitch gets away, and they've got the runner hung up between second and third. Lance will apply the tag, and the runner is out. It goes 2-4-5, and Rodriguez is out on the base paths. So now it's a 2-2 count with 2 outs in the inning on Jones. Pitch from Nagel hit into right field, and that will be a base hit. Second hit of the doubleheader for Jones. And how big now is the pickoff of Rodriguez at second? Because that could have scored the tying run. That will bring up Colton Nussel, the left fielder. Freshman from Tampa, getting his first action of the day. Did not play in game 1. He fouls off the first pitch from Nagel for strike 1. Nussel 2 for 10 on the season with a couple of runs batted in. This is his 4th start of the year. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Nagel. Breaking ball, strike, and it's 0-2. Oh-2 pitch sails high for a ball. Armstrong women's tennis up 7-0 on Francis Marion. Final 2 singles matches to go on the court. Armstrong men up 5-1 on Francis Marion. Also same 2 matches left to play. As that pitch is called a ball, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch fouled off at the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball, called strike 3, and that will end the inning. Montevallo gets 2 hits in the inning, but a base runner is erased, and we head to the bottom of the second. Armstrong leads at 1-0. Zach Lance leads off the. He'll be followed by Kendrick Thompson and Chandler Corley. As Logan Smith's pitch is hit into center field, that's going to fall for a base hit. And the Pirates have the leadoff runner on for a second straight inning.
Now to batter Armstrong. Number 15, Kendrick Thompson.
So Kendrick Thompson will bat for the Pirates. Thompson, the big hit in Game 1, a 2-run double that sparked a 5-run inning in the Pirates' 10-5 win in Game 1. In that game, he was 3 for 4 with 3 runs batted in and a pair of doubles. Thompson now 6 doubles on the year, also leads the team with 3 triples. Next pitch is right over the plate, and it's 1-1 to the junior outfielder. One ball, one strike. The pitch from Smith. Hit into right field. That is a base hit. So Thompson has a good day. 4 hits in the doubleheader, and the Pirates have 2 on with nobody out for Chandler Corley.
Now off the bat, the left fielder, number 7, Chandler Corley.
So Corley 0 for 2 in Game 1, had a sacrifice, and the corners are in expecting the freshman to bunt here. And he bunts the first pitch foul for strike 1. Corley, the freshman from Martinez, Georgia, played his high school ball at Lakeside Evans High School. Shows bunt, but takes the pitch high. Throw down to second is not in time. Lance able to get back. The throw was off the bag, so the shortstop would have had to move a spot in order to apply the tag. The 1-1 pitch is fouled off on the bunt attempt again. It's now 1-2. And time called by Corley. We'll see if the bunt sign is still on with 2 strikes. It is, and it is bunted. That's a great bunt. Throw to first is in time, but the sacrifice is successful. Moving the runners Lance and Thompson. Thompson moves to second, Lance to third, and now Will Austin will bat. Infield comes in, trying to cut down the play at the plate, swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. And it's now 0-2. Austin had a 21-game hitting streak, longest of the year for a Pirate, stopped in the series at North Georgia. And since that streak has been stopped, he has just 1 hit in 4 games. As the 0-2 pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Zach Lance on at third. Kendrick Thompson on at second. The 1-2 pitch hit in the air, very, very shallow left field. That's going to fall, or that's going to be caught, and it's not going to be deep enough to score Lance from third. But that's the second out of the inning. Now we'll bring up Avera.
Number 3, Tyler Avera.
Avera led off the first with a single and scored the Pirates' run in the first inning. Smith's first pitch is right over the plate for a strike. Swinging a grounder up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Thompson rounds third. Throw to the plate will not be in time. Advancing to second on the throw is Avera. Pirates now lead it 3-0 on the 2-out, 2 RBI single by Tyler Avera.
Now batting, number 22, Cody Sherlin.
Now Sherlin will bat. He flew out to right field in the first inning after going 1 for 4 in game 1 of our doubleheader. Smith's first pitch in the dirt. Avera heads back to second base. Thought about trying to advance, but it did not get far enough away from the catcher Whiting. Next pitch is in the dirt. And the 2-0 pitch is down and away, and the count is now 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch from Smith to Sherlin is right over the plate for strike 1. And ball 4 will send Cody Sherlin down to first base.
Number 12, Brett Madden.
And that brings up Brett Madden, who came into the game when R.J. Dennard was ejected from the contest. Madden, the senior from Woodstock, Georgia. 2 hits and 11 at-bats this season with a pair of runs driven in. First pitch is fouled off down the first base side for strike 1. This is the 7th appearance of the season for Madden. Next pitch right over the plate for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Smith with the pitch. High chopper to short. Only play will be to first. Throw is in time, and that will end the inning. But Tyler Avera's 2-run single gives the Pirates a 3-0 lead as we head to the top of the 3rd. We move to the top of the third inning here at Pirate Field. Jacob Whiting, the catcher, leads things off. First pitch is low for a ball from Pete Nagel. Whiting, Alexandria, Alabama native, a sophomore. Swing and a miss on the next pitch from Nagel makes it 1-1. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Aldridge makes the count 1-2. Whiting hitting .273 with 13 runs batted in. One ball, two strikes. The pitch from Nagel is called strike three, and Whiting is out for the first out of the inning. The first pitch to Cale Latore, the second baseman, is a strike. Foul ball makes it 0-2. Latore was 0 for 4 in game one, did reach on an error. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Nagel strikes out Latore for the second out of the inning. That is the sixth strikeout for Nagel, his first time through the order, and it brings us back to the top of the order. For Dane Hutchin, the shortstop, he was grounded out to first base unassisted in the first inning. First pitch is down low for a ball. Next pitch, strike on the inside corner. Grounder to second, Sherlin up with it, flips to first, 3 up, 3 down. Go the Falcons, and the top of the third, we head to the bottom of the third. Pirates lead 3-0. We move to the bottom of the third inning here at Pirate Field. Barry Aldridge leads things off for the Pirates. He'll be followed by J.T. Phillips and Zach Lance. Aldridge grounded out to third in the first inning on a high chopper where Jones made a nice play. He hits this one into right center field, and that is a base hit. So Aldridge is on with a leadoff single. And the Pirates have had the leadoff runner on in all 3 innings of this ballgame so far.
Now up to batter Armstrong. Number 41, J.T. Phillips.
J.T. Phillips looks at a strike. Oh, 1 pitch is low for a ball. Phillips drove in a run with a single. That was the play that ended the first inning, in which R.J. Dennard was out at the plate on interference for colliding with the catcher, Jacob Whiting. Both benches cleared. We had a little bit of dancing around with some of the players and halted play for about a good 5-6 minutes, and then we decided to play baseball again. 3-0 is our score here. We're in the bottom of the third. 2-1 count on Phillips. This pitch is hit into left field. This one is carrying, and this one is caught. Nice running catch by the left fielder.
Oh, Barry, that was not graceful at all.
Colton Nussel runs that one down and gets the out. And that is the second out of the inning. Or no, first out, sorry. Missed you up there, Megan. I apologize for that. Arnella, it is 2 outs. Apparently, Barry Aldridge rounded second, did not tag second or step on second as he went around the bases, and so they appeal at second, and he is out. So it is a double play, and Zach Lance will now bat. Swing and a foul ball will make it 1-1 on Lance, who singled and scored in the second inning. 1-1 pitch popped up in the infield. Second baseman Latore will call for it. He'll make the catch. That will retire his side. Pirates get a hit, but he's raced on the double play. We go to the top of the fourth. 3-0 Armstrong. We head to the top of the fourth inning.
Number 16, Matt Haskins.
Matthew Haskins will lead things off for the Falcons. Strikeout victim of Nagel in the first inning after going 2 for 5 in game 1 with a home run. Swing and a miss here. And Nagel is ahead 0-1. Swinging a foul back to the screen. And it's now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Pirates lead it 3-0. 3 runs, 6 hits for Armstrong. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Montevallo as that pitch from Pete Nagel is in the dirt for a ball. And check swing, and the strikeout of Haskins will be the first out of the inning. They appeal down to the bases umpire. Second time in this game where the Montevallo players have lost a check swing appeal. And with 1 down, it brings up Knudsen, who also struck out against Nagel in the first inning. He pops this one up into deep left field, but Chandler Corley settles underneath it, makes the catch for out number 2.
Now that number 38, Ding Rodriguez.
You haven't got any song requests out there? You're taking them? No one listening?
Rodriguez looks at the pitch down and away for a ball. He singled
If anyone has any,
in the second inning,
I got you, Backstreet Boys.
but was erased between second and third
Yeah,
on a pickoff.
yeah, happy. We can play happy. I got that one. Yeah, we need the Barney.
2-0 pitch low for a ball, and it's now 3-0. And ball 4. Rodriguez walks on 4 pitches.
Play happy. Everyone's
Well, to that, number 9, Thomas Brady.
And Thomas Brady will step to the plate. Brady struck out against Nagel in the second inning. Fouls off the first pitch here for strike 1. Throw over to first and a pickoff. Out at first is Rodriguez. Second time he's been picked off in the game today. And we head to the bottom of the fourth with the Pirates leading it 3-0.
Leading off the top
Top of the fifth inning here at Pirate Field.
Thomas Brady.
Armstrong leads Montevallo 3-0. Game 2 of our Peach Bowl Conference doubleheader. Thomas Brady will lead things off. He'll be followed by Alex Jones and Colton Nussel. Brady tries to bunt his way on, and that bunt is going to roll and hit fair. And that's going to be a bunt base hit as Lance let it roll all the way to the bag, but he was forced to pick it up before that hit the bag. Because obviously you don't know which way that ball will go after it hits the bag. So third hit of the game for Montevallo. And it brings up Jones, who singled his first time up in this game. First pitch is outside for a ball. Throw to first, but back to the bag is Brady. 1-0 pitch from Nagel. Gets away from Aldridge, but he throws down to second. And safely into second base is Brady. Two balls, no strikes on Jones. The pitch from Nagel. Grounded to short. Avera will throw on to first, and that's the first out of the inning. Brady stays at second, and it brings up Nussel, the left fielder. Nussel made a nice running grab of JT Phillips's ball hit in the third inning, and ended up being a double play when Barry Aldridge did not tag second on his way back to first after the catch was made. First pitch from Nagel is low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch popped up in the air. Brett Madden will make the running catch in foul territory, and that will be out number 2. So Madden, who is in at first for R.J. Dennard, runs down the pop-up, second out of the inning, and it brings up the catcher, Jacob Whiting. Whiting, a sophomore from Alexandria, Alabama, swings and misses at the first pitch from Nagel for strike 1. A 1 pitch outside for a ball. One pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Swinging a line drive in center field. That's a base hit. Rounding third and scoring is Brady. And Montevallo gets on the board on the RBI single by Whiting. It is now 3-1. Latore now will come to the plate. Strikeout victim of Nagel in the third inning. Nagel struck out 6 his first time through the order, but has struck out just 1 here the second time through the order as Latore fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball right over the plate for a strike. It's 0-2. 1 run, 4 hits now for Montevallo. 1 error in the game. Armstrong 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. They'll have to throw down to first and complete the strikeout, which they do, and that retires the side. But Montevallo gets on the board on the RBI single by Whiting. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 3-1 Pirates. Top of the order for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tyler Averill will lead things off. He pops one up behind the plate. Whiting gives chase, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Averill, Sherlin, and Madden to face Landon Smith here in the 5th. Averill is 2 for 2 in this game with a pair of RBIs. That came on his 2-run single in the second inning. Swing and a foul ball off the bat of Averill makes it 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch is high for ball 1. Pirates took game 1 10-5. Armstrong leads game 2 3-1. Armstrong women's tennis has defeated Francis Marion 8-1 as there's a foul ball off the pitch low. Armstrong men's tennis is up 6-1 on Francis Marion. And Armstrong softball just underway against Columbus State. 1-2 pitch hit in the air into left field, and that's going to fall for a base hit and get past the outfielder. And that's going to be a double for Avera, and the Pirates have the leadoff runner on here in the fifth.
Now up to bat for Armstrong. Number 22, Cody Sherlin.
So Tyler Avera has 3 hits in the game after getting 2 hits in game number 1. So a 5-hit day for the senior shortstop. And now Cody Sherlin will bat. 0 for 1 with a walk is Sherlin in this game. He hits one into right field, and that is a base hit. Avera is going to stop at third, but back-to-back singles for the Pirates here in the 5th inning as Armstrong tries to answer the run put up by Montevallo in the top half of the inning, and now Brett Madden will bat.
Coming up to bat, number 12, Brett Madden.
Madden grounded out to short in his first at-bat. Came into the game in the top of the 2nd inning. Smith's first pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Tyler Avera on at third, Cody Sherlin on at first. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Pirates leading it 3-1. A 1 pitch in the dirt, taken for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. Sharp grounder to third. Throw to first is in time. Third base unoccupied. The throw is in time, though, as the third baseman retreats and gets the throw. That's going to be a double play. But a run does score. It's now 4-1. That brings up Barry Aldridge, and he is hit by the first pitch of Smith. And so the Pirates get another base runner.
Now at the bat, number 41, J.T. Phillips.
And that brings up Phillips, who hit the long fly ball to left field that turned into a double play on the running catch by Nussel. Smith's first pitch to Phillips is low for a ball. One ball, no strikes. The pitch grounded off the glove of the third baseman. This is going to be safe all around, but it's a hit for Phillips as the third baseman, Jones, climbed the ladder, got a glove on it, but couldn't bring it down and make a play at first. And so 2 on now with 2 out for Zach Lance, who is 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch from Smith, popped up again. Very shallow right field. The second baseman, Latore, will make the catch. And that retires the side. Pirates get a run back. We go to the top of the 6th. Armstrong leads 4-1. Top of the 6th inning. Dane Hutchin, the shortstop, will lead things off for Montevallo, who scored their first run of the game last inning. 4 hits and a run for the Falcons. Hutchin 0 for 2 in this game after going 2 for 5 in game 1, and he fouls off the first pitch from Pete Nagel for strike 1. Nagel has thrown 5 innings, given up 4 hits, 1 run. He has walked 1, struck out 8. 79 strikeouts now on the year, as that check swing is called a strike, and Nagel is ahead in the count 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch is high for a ball. Nagel has struck out 8 or more batters now 6 times this season. As that pitch is a little outside for a ball. Two-two pitch, hit up the middle, and that is a base hit. So that brings up Matt Haskins, the center fielder. He has struck out twice against Nagel. Nagel's first pitch, breaking ball, strike to Haskins, and it's 0-1. Armstrong leads Columbus State 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning in softball action.
It's not quite Todd's favorite lollipop, but
Aquarius. Anybody?
Asian Aquarius.
No?
Swinging a fly ball, foul down the right side. That will fall for strike 2. 1-2 strikes. The throw over to first chases Hutchison back to the or Hutchin, excuse me, back to the bag. And there's a single into right field for a base hit. Hutchin will head to third. Throw will be cut off. And Montevallo has the first 2 runners on here in the 6th inning against Nagel.
Batting. Number 40, Steven Newsom. He just didn't know which one you wanted to play.
We've never heard of it. Well, we were kind of like, what is that?
No, those two.
We vetoed it. There's like not for the younger crowd out there. So we played
Steven Knudsen, the first baseman, looks at a ball from Pete Nagel. Next pitch is a strike.
might have been in
And it's 1-1 count on Knudsen, who flied out to left his last time up. The old fake to third, fake to first move doesn't have anyone going for the Falcons. Now the 1-1 pitch to Knudsen, fastball swung on and missed. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Nagel is called strike 3. Knudsen out on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Look at that. Number 38, Vinny Rodriguez.
So that brings up Rodriguez.
Adam's gonna steal the microphone.
Rodriguez has been on base twice in this game
He's got to steal
on a hit and a walk, but he has also been picked off twice by the Pirates. Throw over to first. Chases Haskins back to the bag.
Dang it, I haven't found the video. Dang.
Grounder past a diving Madden into right field. That's going to score at least 1. They're going to wave the runner home. Throw the plate is in time, but Haskins slides underneath the tag evidently, and that will make it 4-3.
I could never do that job. I would be so bad.
Coming up to that, Montevallo. Number 9, Thomas Brady.
You'll run over first.
So Vinny Rodriguez with a 2-run double makes it a 1-run ball game.
It has to land in fair territory when it goes over the bag.
Oh.
If it's going over the bag and lands in foul territory, it's foul.
Oh, well, it didn't land in fair territory.
I know. Trust me, I saw it.
Hey, Coach Calvin Culberson gets an explanation from the home plate umpire after the play at the plate, then takes a moment to speak to Pete Nagel, and Nagel will now go to work on Thomas Brady, the right fielder. He bunted his way on, and stealing third is Rodriguez. And so Rodriguez, the tying run, is now at third base with less than 2 out.
I'm gonna take the mic from Luke. Alright. You play by play now. He stole home! He stole home!
The 1-0 delivery from Nagel is bunted, squeeze play, and the play at the plate is safe.
That was similar.
And Montevallo has tied it up, sliding in underneath the tag at the plate twice in the same inning. It's now 4-4.
To that. Number 3, Alex Jones.
There was that one football announcer that, like, it was his first day announcing. There's some, like, really awesome play, and then on live TV goes, oh shit, oh, and, like, just, like, cussed on national television, got fired on first day.
So that brings up the third baseman, Jones, who looks at a pitch low for a ball. Jones 1 for 2 with a single.
I'm standing on the
Still just 1 out in the inning, 3 runs in for the Falcons. Runner goes in the pitch. It's a hit and run, and it's into left field for a base hit. Runner makes it to third. And now the Falcons have the go-ahead runs on the corners for Colton Nussel. Still just 1 out.
42-34.
Caleb Woods and Tyler Graham are warming up in the Armstrong bullpen.
Sorry, you look so emphatic.
The 1-0 pitch, hit and run again. This time it's fouled off by Nussel, and it's 1-1.
I could get her out of here. Yeah, I could get her out here.
Pirates scored 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the fifth. Montevallo 1 run in the fifth and 3 here in the sixth.
Let's hope you didn't have any fights today.
1-1 pitch is low. The batter, Nussel, showed bunt, but took the pitch in the dirt for ball 2. And the next pitch is a strike. Nussel showed bunt again, took the pitch, and it was right at the knees. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch coming from Nagel. And again, they run the fake third, fake first, but the runners were not moving. Armstrong men's tennis has defeated Francis Marion 8-1, picking up the dual match sweep as that pitch is fouled back to the screen.
Don't tell them it's almost 800 baskets for 36 slots, but Armstrong could go there and there's 2 baskets for the whole day.
Armstrong softball trails Columbus State 4-1 in the first inning as there's a line drive that's caught by Tyler Avera, preventing a run from scoring. For the second out of the inning, a big defensive play by Avera at short.
Now batting, number 8, Jacob Whiting.
That will bring up the catcher, Whiting. Jacob Whiting put the Falcons on the board last inning with an RBI single.
Yeah, no one knew fall spring. Now it's gotta like you get the waiver back for summer, so it's not
No, I actually like teal, but yeah. I know, right now I hate my nails.
Whiting 1 for 2 in the game. Catching game 2, Montevallo
But then if my room is all teal.
had Colin Dupree catching game 1 in the doubleheader. First pitch from Nagel, swung on and missed for strike 1.
I had a 1992 Ford Taurus. Got me places. Yeah.
Got rid of my car that was basically an
0-1 pitch, that is outside for a ball.
98 Volvo S7.
Oh yeah.
It had 200,000 miles on it when I traded it in for my car.
See, my Highlander, it just died, but it had 300,000 miles on it. And it was 12 years
1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. It gets away from the catcher Aldridge, but the runner on third will not advance. Instead, it's just Jones advancing to second on the wild pitch.
with it till the very end. So, and then it was the engine were like that.
Yeah, when it's
Slow. Yeah.
I showed a friend too, they can help you replace an entire engine.
It's still risky though, 'cause you never know, like the engine.
The 1-2 delivery from Nagel fouled off over towards the Armstrong dugout.
Yeah, but my first car, that thing was a tank. I got in accidents with it. I never dented. It was awesome.
One-two pitch hit in the air, foul down the right side.
Wait, what did I school offer you? Tell me what they offered you, and I'll match it. How much money did they give you? What do you need? Not about money.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pete Nagel facing Jacob Whiting, the catcher. It's in the dirt, the pitch. And Whiting lays off of it. It's now 2-2.
Your full floor is right teachers at a private school only have the government cost. So that's $5,000. The school costs $30,000 a year to live.
2 balls, 2 strikes. A pitch from Nagel in the dirt for ball 3. Three-two pitch fouled off again, as Whiting has seen about 11 pitches in this at-bat from Nagel. Again, the payoff pitch. Called strike 3, and that will end the inning, but Montevallo ties things up. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 4-4 our score. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field, and as you may have seen at the end of that last half inning, Montevallo head coach Chandler Rose has been ejected from the game for arguing the third strike call that ended the top half of the 6th inning. So leading off the bottom of the 6th, the Pirates will be Kendrick Thompson. He'll be followed by Chandler Corley and Will Austin. Thompson looks at a strike from Landon Smith, who has thrown 5 innings, given up 9 hits, 4 runs, only 3 earned, has walked 1 and struck out 1. Next pitch is a strike, and it's now 0-2 to Thompson. 3 for 4 in game 1 was Thompson, with 3 runs batted in, a couple of doubles, 1 for 2 in this game with a single. 0-2 pitch, that's in the dirt for a ball. And called strike 3. Thompson is out on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Armstrong. Number 7, Chandler Corley.
Chandler Corley steps in, 0 for 1 with a strikeout his last time up, and he looks at a first pitch strike. Smith's thrown 4 pitches in this inning, all called strikes. Pirates have not swung the bat. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. The no ball, 2-strike pitch, high and tight for ball 1. 4-4 our score here in the 6th. It was 5-5 in game 1 in the 8th when the Pirates came up with a 5-run 8th inning to win 10-5. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball off. The bat of Corley keeps him alive at the plate. One 2 pitch, swung on a miss, strike 3. Left to throw it on to first to get the strikeout, which they do. And that's the second out of the inning. And Montevallo right now has all the momentum as they've scored 4 runs the last 2 innings, and Smith has found his groove as he's retired. 5 of the last 6 batters he's faced. Will Austin steps to the plate. He grounded out trying to bunt his way on his last time up. Pops this one up. The catcher, Whiting, will make the catch falling down, and 3 up, 3 down go the Pirates. So we head to the 7th, 4-4 our score. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. We move to the top of the 7th inning. These changes for your Pirates now in to play left field. Senior Matt Wisniewski, and on to pitch for the Pirates is Caleb Woods, making his 2nd appearance of the doubleheader. He pitched 1 inning of scoreless ball in the first game. Woods making his 16th appearance of the season. 3-0 record and 1 save, and he faces the second baseman, Cale Latore, to lead things off. Latore struck out in 2 at-bats against Nagel, who went 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, walked 1, struck out 10, and the first pitch from Woods is high for a ball. So Nagel strikes out 10 for the 4th time in a game this season, but will not be involved in this decision. As Woods' next pitch is high for ball 2.
Only Adam understood.
Swinging a ground ball fair down the third base line. This will be extra bases as Latore is going to pull up into second base with a double leading off the 7th inning.
Now at bat, number 18, Dane Hutchins.
And we'll bring up the shortstop, Dane Hutchin, who singled and scored in the 6th.
The range gone a little, what's the percentage, do you know?
They're gonna try and start it slow.
Hutchin shows bunt and fouls off the first pitch from Woods.
Either way, I'm looking at edge.
No balls, 1 strike. And Woods will look the runner back at second, Latore. Again, Hutchin shows bunt. Takes the pitch high, and it's now 1-1. Bunt popped up into foul territory, and the count is now 1-2. Hutchins swinging away, or taking, I should say. He was not showing bunt. The pitch is inside for ball 2. Two-two pitch, grounded into right field. That's a base hit, and Montevallo is going to be lead 5-4 as Thompson can't handle the ball. That's a hit and an error, and Montevallo takes the 5-4 lead and has a runner on second. The new pitcher for Armstrong is junior Nathan Ward, the Richmond Hill, Georgia native, making his 8th appearance of the season, 0-1 with a 4.35 earned run average. He's thrown 10 1/3 innings, given up 11 hits. He has walked 8, struck out 15, and he faces Steven Knudsen, the first baseman, with a runner on third, 1 run in, 1 out in the inning here in the top of the 7th. Knudsen 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and a fly out to left. Looks to pitch low for a ball. Infield is in, and the pitch from Ward is low for ball 2. Columbus State leads Georgia Southwestern 4-2 in the 3rd inning. As there's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Young Harris defeated Middle Georgia 10-3 in their non-conference action. The rest of the league action gets underway at 6. USC Aiken and UNC Pembroke, Georgia College and Francis Marion, Lander and North Georgia, and Georgia Regents and Flagler. The 2-1 pitch is high, and it's now 3-1. Ward's last outing was Tuesday. He started the Belmont Abbey contest in North Carolina. Went 2 2/3. Pirates lost that one 14-3. Swinging a pop-up in foul territory. Zach Lance, battling the wind, will make the catch, and that is the 2nd out of the inning. A big out for Ward and the Pirates, with Hutchin on at 3rd and less than 2 out. Now, if Ward can get Rodriguez, with just 1 run scoring and go to the 7th down 1. However, Rodriguez has been on base all 3 times he's been up in this game. He singled in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, doubled in a run, and scored in the 5th. And they're going to intentionally walk him and not give him a chance to hurt the Pirates here. So the intentional walk will put Rodriguez on at first and bring up Thomas Brady, the right fielder. Brady has struck out, he has bunted for a base hit, and he has also driven in a run with a squeeze bunt.
Sun is like right there. Yeah.
Ward's first pitch is upstairs for ball 1.
Kinda does look like him.
One 0 pitch bounces in, gets past Aldridge, and this is going to score a run. The wild pitch makes it 6-4.
Well, we don't know. That's true.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Brady out on strikes, but 2 runs in for Montevallo here in the top of the 7th. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's a 7th inning stretch. Stand up wherever you are. Pirates need 2. Top of the order for Armstrong, Tyler Avra, Cody Sherlin, and Brett Madden to face Landon Smith, who finds himself now enjoying a 2-run lead. And his first pitch to Avra is right over the plate for a strike. Avra 3 for 3 with a 2-run single in the game. One score to report from Columbus as Avra pops this one up into right field. Easy play for Brady to make the catch. And Smith has now set down, excuse me, 6 in a row.
Now to bat for Armstrong. Number 22, Cody Sherlin.
Apologize for the last couple of batters. Unfortunately, felt like I had a allergic reaction. Couldn't catch my breath. We have an RBI double by Barry Aldridge that's made the score 6-5, and now JT Phillips is up. I'm going to take the rest of the half inning off and try and come back when we head to the eighth again at 6-5 Montevallo here in the bottom of the seventh. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning, all tied at 6 apiece. Into the game to pitch for Montevallo is number 25, Taylor Burr. Kendrick Thompson is at the plate. Pirates scored twice in the bottom of the 7th. Montevallo had a hit batter in the 8th, but that runner was left on, and Thompson's leading off, and we'll check back in with you here in a couple minutes. Again, a 6-6 game between the Pirates and the Falcons. Chad Jackson here with you at Pirate Field. We move to the top of the ninth. In the bottom of the eighth, RBI triple by Tyler Aber with 2 outs has put the Pirates up 7-6. And Tyler Graham is on to try and close out the ball game for Armstrong. Graham picked up the win in game 1 of the doubleheader and comes in with the Pirates leading 7-6 in game number 2. Final score is 7-6 Armstrong, so the Pirates sweep the doubleheader after winning game 1 10-5. Fans, join us tomorrow. We're going to have the final game of this 3-game series. That'll be at noon Eastern, 11 o'clock Central, here on Ustream and ArmstrongPirates.com. Chad Jackson saying good afternoon from Savannah as the Pirates take 2 from the Falcons.